Hello and welcome to the channel. This is Dr. Prashant Shukla, and today I have come up with a routine case of phacoemulsification in a NS2 grade nuclear sclerosis cataract. This is a patient age about 50 years, and in this case I am going to demonstrate how to do a hydroimplantation of a hydrophilic foldable intraocular lens. Well, now the surgery has already started. By this time one side put has been made and viscoelastic has been instilled into the entry chamber. Some visco is sprayed over the cornea to aid visualization. Capsular access is now being initiated using a 26 gauge bend needle cystitone. A small flap has been raised and the flap is gradually moved in a circular movement. The speed of the video has been slowed down purposely for better demonstration of rhexis creation. Now a micro rhexis forceps is being taken and the rhexis is being completed almost. This is the end point, and we have a very nice round circular well centered opening. A posterior limbal 2.8 millimeters main phaco incision is now being made. It's a triplanar incision. One more side port is being made now. Plastic is bubbed out by pressing the posterior lip. Hydrodissection is done. A very nice fluid wave is seen. The nucleus is depressed on the opposite pole. Hydrodelamination has been done. A very nice golden ring. Nucleus is tapped and it is rotated. The minimally edited surgical video recording, and majority of these steps are in real time. The phaco needle is inserted into the eye. Some superficial cortical matter is removed using low vacuum settings of about 80. The phaco power being used here is about 40. This is a Venturi based machine, so the aspiration flow rate is controlled by the machine itself. A thin, long trench is being made, and here I am going to do a stop and chop technique. After reaching sufficient depth of the trench, now is the time to divide the nucleus into heminuclei, just as shown. Now we have changed the settings to segment removal. The phaco power being used here is about 50. Vacuum settings about 250, and as said, the aspiration flow rate is automatically controlled by the machine. In this case, the nucleus was relatively soft and it was difficult to hold it with vacuum. So I did hydro again and prolapsed out one pole of the nucleus. Some viscoelastic is instilled behind the nucleus and some in front to protect both posterior capsule as well as the corneal endothelium. Where in cases of relatively soft nucleus, many a times it's difficult to hold them and they just melt away in front of the phaco needle. So it is a good idea to do a hydro again and just flip out one of the pole, and then things become really easy. Now there is no need to actually hold the nucleus. The whole nucleus can be just emulsified as a whole, just like that. After flipping the nucleus, it becomes so easy, and in a fraction of a second the whole nucleus can be just emulsified using moderate phaco power settings. Some part of the nucleus is still remaining, and now I am going to emulsify that part. Here I am not using much of vacuum, it is just 250, and with my machine, which is a Venturi based system, 250 vacuum is sufficient for me. Settings, the epinucleus is removed. Now is the time to remove the remaining cortical matter. Here I am using vacuum of about 350, and first the subincisional cortex is removed, because I feel that if the difficult thing should be done first, as the subincisional cortex is the most difficult part to remove. So I am doing it first and then the remaining cortex. The cortex is gradually teased out from the equator and then it is aspirated in the center. The cortical removal becomes very easy if we perform the primary steps of phacoemulsification nicely, like cortical cleaving hydrodissection. It is one of the most important steps while removing the cortex, because it is, as said, it is an unsung hero. If you do a very good hydrodissection with cortical cleaving, then the cortex just comes out very easily without causing much of problems. So one has to do a very good hydrodissection and if possible do a delamination. The whole cortical aspiration has been done. The bag is very clean, and Now is the time to do a hydroimplantation. I am using the irrigation handpiece of bimanual to form the AC, and the lens goes very smoothly. Now I am using another instrument, a Sinski, to dial the intraocular lens into the capsular bag. Hydroimplantation step helps us to save one more step of removal of viscoelastic, and because when we do hydroimplantation there is not much of visco into the eye, and it can be just removed using the irrigation jet of the irrigation handpiece, both in front of the lens and behind, and that's it, case is done. Now is the time to hydrate the main port and the side ports. I hope you like the video, and do like, share and subscribe to my channel, and hope it's going to help you in your learning curve. Thank you so much, and keep following for newer updates, and thank you so much.